Do Germans eat bagels, muffins, and cereal for breakfast? Interestingly enough, many of us these days do. However, there is a traditional German weekday breakfast that my grandparents had, that I grew up on, and that I'm still enjoying most weekdays. And in this video, I'm going to take you along as I'm preparing my breakfast. For me, a good breakfast is always including coffee, and I like to make my coffee very old-fashioned with a Chemex. I like to grind my beans, and I barely ever buy ground coffee. Every so often, I splurge on German Dallmayr coffee. Dallmayr coffee, it is called Spezial veredelt. It's a certain distinctive way to process coffee that leaves it very mild and not bitter at all, and almost like a light roast. And if I can't get it in Germany, I will sometimes buy it here. It is a little bit pricey, but I'm going to leave a link below for you if you also like to try German coffee, because I think it does make a big difference and it does taste very differently than most American coffees. I also like the fact that I'm very old-fashioned and nothing is automated. It kind of is a ritual. It's almost like a morning meditation, watching and smelling my coffee. While this is going, I'm setting my table, and every so often I love to pull out the China pottery, what you call it, that my grandparents always used, and it is called, in German, it's called Bunzlauer Geschirr. It is a Polish tradition, hand-painted, handmade, and it so reminds me of my grandparents. I also have the Frühstücksbrettchen, those wooden boards that are so practical and an integral part of my morning breakfast. Back in the kitchen, I'm adding a little bit more water to my coffee. Even though I'm often on a timeline, I have a very ritualized, streamlined workflow here, and I like to follow it because then I don't have to think about it. I'm pulling stuff out of the refrigerator and putting them on the counter so I see what I have. And the beauty of this breakfast is that you can easily scale it for more than one person, or you can just make it perfectly fit for one person. I have various jams. I have typically some cheeses. I have some quark. I have some butter. And those are all ingredients that you would find on a traditional German breakfast table. My grandmother always made a 4-fruit jam because she didn't want to make just like a raspberry jam or currant jam or something. And then I have my Pflaumenmus, which is plum butter but with spices in it, and my black currant jam, which is so German and is so good and so full of antioxidants. I always have that. I always love that. And I sort of rotate through my varieties there. I also love to have some Teewurst, which Teewurst doesn't really do it, but Teewurst is a smoked, spicy, salty, kind of spreadable, cold cut, if you will. Very integral to any German breakfast is butter, and not just any butter. I love using European butter with its higher fat content. Kerrygold is perfect for that. It is very spreadable, and some people just like a thin spreading of butter. I always like to add a little bit more butter because, as they say, butter makes it better, and I just simply really love that butter flavor. There's nothing quite like it. Sometimes I make my own, but when I don't, I use the European style, the Kerrygold butter. I also have, not always, but I sometimes make my own quark, which is a soft German cheese. It's a fresh cheese. It's very mild. I got this one from a European grocery store in my area. It's not exactly quark, but it is very similar and substitutes. And you can add just some salt on it and maybe some herbs. You can have it savory, or you can also add some jams on top. It's very versatile. It's high in protein and really healthy. I often also, just for probiotics, have my own kefir, and I might just drink it plain. It's very runny and liquid, so I'll add that to my breakfast. I do have this sad looking piece of bread here, but I'm such a stickler to never throwing anything out. And yes, I will actually keep my whole grain sourdough bread in the refrigerator after a while, after probably 10 days or so it doesn't grow moldy. And I'm cutting my slices here. The beauty is you can cut as many slices as you want. You can put them back in the refrigerator. If you want to keep it a little bit fresher, a little longer, you can also freeze the slices of bread. It's not really quite like some people have a bigger bread basket, or they even have soft-boiled eggs for breakfast, like the Sunday breakfast. This was at my mom's recently, so everybody has a bit of a different one. This is in a hotel where we had some German breakfast. I also love to just keep up that German tradition of a German breakfast with coffee and spreads and cold cuts, cheese, jams, and you can always make it as fancy as you like or as simple as you like. And that's the beauty of it. You can easily bring out more ingredients and more items if you have more than one person. Here, I'm just actually for you today, because I know I had the camera going, I brought out Zuckerrübensirup, which basically is a boiled sugar beet syrup, and some honey, which are also very traditional ingredients for a German breakfast. But it is also for me the time to slow down and to look at what I have. I love my pottery here. I love that wooden board, and I have had so much interest that I'm actually looking into a source where I can find them, because I know so many of you would love to have a source and get some of your own in your home, and I am looking into that, so stay tuned for when those become available. My black currant jam is so uniquely German. It's a little bit hard to find, but again, I'm leaving links for some of these items in the description box below, because I know some of you would like to know where to find them, because they're so uniquely German and they would just upgrade your breakfast table. I don't mind sitting there over breakfast. Sometimes I am not by myself, but today I am, and I'm thinking about the day ahead of me, about these traditions and how to keep those traditions alive, rather than going with the times and modernizing everything and just having a simple bagel or muffin or some cereal in a bowl. If you are interested in learning more about that or reminiscing with other people, be sure to join my membership, The Heritage Kitchen Table. Link is in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see what a traditional German Sunday breakfast looks like, head over here. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create that fancy Sunday morning spread. I'll see you over there.